This year marks the date for the goals to be met. Progress has been mixed, but Bangladesh is one country that's made big gains. In the first of a series of reports on Millennium Goals this week, Michelle Hussein is in the Bangladeshi capital Dhaka for us. Michelle.
Fiona, Britain's overseas aid programme is one of those that's been influenced by the UN targets, and Bangladesh has been one of the big recipients. £190 million of British aid will be spent here in this financial year, and the country is on track to meet some of the Millennium Development Goals. In one poor part of Dhaka, I've been seeing how the power of decision-making lies not with the big aid donors, but with local people. In the middle of Dhaka's richest district, the slum of Karail, a shanty town that's sprung up on the edge of a lake. It's home to nearly 250,000 people packed into these small alleys. Many came here in search of a better life, but it is a basic and poor existence. This is a tough place to live, but even 5 years ago, conditions here were much worse. Aid money has been used to help the residents of Karail. And the striking thing here is how the local community has been organised and empowered to tell outsiders what kind of improvements they really need and how the money should be spent. Setting up this creche was one of those decisions. The women of Karail said they needed it so they could go out to work. The community leader, Minara, showed me a project that she's overseen.
So these are the toilets you built?
British aid helped to pay for these, and Minara says everyone's benefited.
This place used to be a rubbish dump. Dogs and cats were living here. People used the place as a toilet. A lot of our children got ill because of the dirt. Then we decided to build these toilets. They have made a big difference to our lives.
But it's a question of livelihood as well as life. The community leaders also help to identify those most in need of loans, often used to start small businesses. Shobra Nissa has been living in Karail ever since she left her husband 11 years ago.
He used to beat me up really badly, but I tried hard to live with him. After my first child was born, I thought, let's try again for the baby's sake. But he carried on beating me. He burnt my skin with a cigarette and cut my finger off. He even tried to gouge my eyes out. Finally, I decided no more.
With the help of a small loan, she set up her shop. It's gone from strength to strength.
The loan has changed my life. Before, I had very little. Now I have money, I can pay for my rent and my daughter's education. I can even wear nice clothes, and I have a mobile phone.
The children who live here have benefited from the development of the slum, but Bangladesh still has tens of millions of people living below the poverty line, and transforming their life chances is an immense task. Michelle Hussein, BBC News, Dhaka.